I'm having a good time. Dun, 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 dun. And floating in space. Are you on it? Are you like real transy? You know, the other transy. Huh. Lady Godiva. There's no. Oh, what's this? Do you know where your woman is? Feels like she could be leveling up. If this is her that I'm picking up on. Traveling at the speed of light. She's super. Who is this woman? Okay, you're having a blast, whatever this is that you're doing. What are you doing? If you want to have a good time, give me a call, but I'm not gonna show up at your job anymore, right? I'm not gonna fight and fire anymore. I'm done with that. I'm growing. On my way to Mars. Okay, somebody read that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. But see, it's weird when you get into that when it comes to just the energy of masculine and feminine. It's kind of hard to say just that, right? Because I experience a lot of Mars women. I myself can be one. Like I said, I'm everything and nothing all at once. I have no idea what I just meant by that. But I'll figure something out so that it works for me. Do you know where your woman is? No stopping. No stopping. She's with somebody else. This is a, oh well, there's a woman here who actually married another man, Sully. I feel like you were kind of back and forth with marriage, even wanting to get married, and then all of a sudden here he is, or she comes, here they come. A convicted felon. And look at this, which complete, I couldn't ask for better. I love that. And then there's another one here where this is, oh, do you know where your woman is? Okay, we're together, and then I got locked up. And we had a plan in place. I thought, like, it was one of them things where, excuse me, because this guy was having a good time. This was his song when his wife or his girl got locked up. Like, there was a plan that no man left behind, right? Were you both in the military or had military background with family or something? And this is a motto. This could be a whole group of you. I don't know if you're all vets, but I do feel like you are tight. This is family, and you know where your woman is. I had to, she got out. I do believe that, it could have been family that got her out too, or something like that. Where your family would be worse if it was the guy's family that freaking got the woman out because the family took the woman in and just straight up liked her more. Or she brought more to the table. This is when you can buy family members on the opposite side too. Yeah, I believe everything can be bought. This one alleviated a tower moment, right? By what? Did she get out and then somebody reached out to her, right? By blocking a phone call, not accepting something, or if this is he's in there or something, just not cutting off communication. Yeah, until he becomes a man. Yeah, waiting. What is this? Oh, it's John Wait. Okay, never mind. Rosa. And Unk. It's A-N-K. We're just going to go with that. I don't even know what I want to... Oh, let me put this back on. Yeah, I'm a little slow today. Oh, Dr. Virtual, you helped me out tremendously last night again. I fell asleep by accident because I believe that there's a possibility, but I'm not sure, that if I was like created, I could have had some shit in me that was acting as a receiver, whether it was to intentionally torture me for something that happened over 30 years ago, possibly, or that this wasn't foreseen. I slept with your chemtrail and heavy metal detox on loop last night. And I woke up feeling wonderful, okay? I felt like I was getting attacked when I lay down with Pulse. and a little bit of like electricity in my feet, which is like, I'm thinking I must be some type of, I don't know if I said this publicly. I used to go to a club called Fisher's Atlantis, and at the bottom of the steps you put your hand on the light, and all the electricity comes to your hand. So I don't know where the electricity is coming. I don't know if it's just that it's getting that bad with all of the technology that now we're becoming receivers. If you guys upped the G from 5G to something else, it could be this. Roxanne Rosa. Yeah. Are you... I wanted to do that one thing different, but that one thing is such a huge thing, because this guy is very skilled with negative verbiage. You feel me? He's very good at making you feel like you are at fault. He'll even get you to admit it. Whoa. But see, I'm just not interested. I can't do it anymore, because I leave feeling like, okay, did I just apologize and ask for forgiveness for something that was done to me? I just can't do it. Yeah, and at some point, you could have even felt abandoned by your ancestors and shit, but you know what it was? It was because this motherfucker. I wouldn't bow down to you. I don't know how many kids you had with this cat, if you had any, but I think he did some shit, or he won't share you. Did he? Somebody could have been a prostitute too, and was taken off the street by this guy to get daddy Warbucks that turned into a tyrant. Nope. And I don't feel like these other beings abandoned you. I feel like there could be contracts in place where we can't protect you when it comes to this. What are we supposed to do? We're not just going to take their life, you know? It was some male ancestor that I believe jumped inside of your vessel to make you a stronger woman or man. Something changed, right? I feel like you could spot a liar now the way you used to. Especially on social media. And people who, you're checking out views. I don't know who you're connected to, or if you know people that are connected to something, or lawyers and stuff, but you could be just seeing the amount of theft and corruption is overwhelming. This goes from Wall Street to NASDAQ and shit to companies being taken over with paperwork and shit like that. And some of them actually ran the companies. They learned as they went, almost saying, I'm going to earn it now, because I know I'm going to get something from doing this, but if I make this company good for people, maybe the universe will let some shit slide, and I feel like it did. Yeah. So hats off to you for those who became interested in the company that it was initially supposed to just be taken over and ran into the ground, and then the accounts hacked. I love that. Some of you met someone that you're like crazy about in this situation. They were either an employee, you hired them intentionally, or you attracted them this way. I guess you're just what I needed. Here's another. I like that. Whatever this is, it's there's a man or a woman who had a girl who just made herself scarce a lot. And then what happened is somebody else, this one that got locked up, there must be a lot of women getting arrested. I kind of felt that. Some deserve it. Many didn't, though. I feel like the second that this broad got locked up, this motherfucker planned a whole party. And if he has some kind of power, or this is some kind of, it could have been with men, all men, but he also set up for the wife or the girl to be attacked in prison or in jail with this shit somehow. And it could be because I don't know if this girl got arrested more than once, and this guy would be the one that she went to. It's supply. this is that one of those guys where I love that she has to call me and I can say whether I'm going to put money in her books or whether I'm going to help get her out or even answer the phone. And I just feel like she didn't fucking care this time. I don't know what happened. This could have just been the rock bottom of not a drug addiction, but addiction to this man. Yeah, I kind of lose my mind. So she was forcefully removed so that she could see how peaceful it is when she's by herself, because this woman went from one to another because she probably had issues with her dad. I mean, I feel like this woman feels like everybody abandoned her. Like I said, like ancestors. I don't even know if I believe in you. Fucking this King of Swords could even represent God. Like that's a lie, because she didn't feel protected. This is a woman who had shit happen to her as a child in her teenage years. And it's not that she just said, I accept it. It was so overwhelming, she had no choice but to just kind of kick, move, and swing through it. That's it. So then the outcome becomes a very strong, intimidating presence as a woman. But people don't think about what transpired in her life, why she's this way now. You know what I mean? And you know why? Because there are many women who put this as a role for them, and it's to overpower men. See, then I hope that you guys, I hope that men that are worth the shit, I hope that you can see the difference between a woman who's trying to do that for territorial reasons and a woman who is the result of this because she has passed a series of difficult tests from the most powerful entity out there. A big difference in what you're going to get out of it, and no doubt. What else? I'm really not ready to even do this, but well, the rainbow card it didn't come with the deck. All right, this was left behind and mixtapes. So this is going to be for straight individuals, unless you know it's hands down for you. Penguin. Uniform, systematic, order. I like it. I feel very, very calm. How much metal was actually in this? I hear you. For it to have it taken all night. I'm not even sure if it did. I don't know how long it. I'm sure somebody else knows how long it took for me to go to sleep down to the millisecond. But I do not. Developing photos and Penguin. Uniform. Photos. Did somebody look at some kind of footage of you and notice that your face is different in many of them? Just the slightest bit of alteration. It's weird because my son, Anthony Spatafora, he sent me pictures of two images that he had of me and him from years ago, and both of them look like somebody messed with that. It wasn't me. I mean, there's a possibility that it was, but I don't know. I wouldn't do that now, but I don't know. It's always a possibility. It just was awkward to me. I don't like myself in pictures. I look different in person. I can tell by people the way that they look at me. I can feel people that think I'm beautiful. But when I see myself in a picture or video, I cannot do it. So I don't know how I got on that shit, but I'm seeing things. And my eyes are picking up on it immediately. It's funny the ones they leave out. I mean, there were some. It would have to be women, but not just. It's men who now don't want this woman who clearly doesn't look like this to be with anybody. So, but in the same sense, here we go with the shiny lining. They did you a favor, because I'm not sure how many men are worth this, because I feel a lot of reform. I also feel that it's lonely, because this shit's lonely, right? And some of them made you look like a man in other ways. Some of them figured out how to make it look like you had a bulge as a woman, and that they were calling you some type of transsexual or just a man. It's interesting. It sure is. But this, once again, they're creative people. Some of these images and videos were so flawlessly, they looked flawless that there's no way that's him or her. ZK, that's wrong. DY. Blondie. Were you a blonde? Are you? You could be a blonde now. This is for you. Did they call you? Did somebody call you Blondie? You really have to be like that, though, I realize. You can't show people kindness unless it goes like this. I showed you this is where, right, here's you on my side. I showed you kindness, you didn't like it. So now I'm taking it away. And I'm going to show it to you in a very sarcastic, fucking in your face kind of way, because that's just what I do. You know, it could be that somebody got real cocky and you noticed that their tire was getting low, and you actually had that tire in your garage and offered it to them. Nah, tire, I'm being a mooch. And, yeah, we wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? So cool. How about this? Go fuck yourself. Get off my property. Next thing you know, 2 days later, the guy's tire blows out. Here you come down the street. Why did I load this tire in my trunk today? It was so weird. It's almost like, did I make this happen, or do I just see how shit goes? So then I see this guy on the side of the road. Hey, would you like some help? You know what I mean? What are they going to say? Some of these guys will say no again. I have to save my face. All right. Motherfucker sat there probably till 12 o'clock that night and shit, you know what I mean? Didn't realize there was no cell service in this area. It's one of those things where you just kind of, you beat yourself up in ways where it's just unnecessary. So how many of your wives and your moms are doing it just fine? You don't need to add to this blank. Oh, somebody finally got one with no filter. Okay. But you can't trust this shit either. You can't even trust you can't trust phones with their cameras anymore. It's awkward. I feel like there has to be one, because when I look at myself in the mirror, I look completely different than I do when a picture's taken of me. Okay, this could be killing your own boyfriend. KYOB. It could be KYO boy. I feel very 80s type, very retro, vintage type person, or this is just kind of your mindset, or the way that you move through life. It feels like me, a lot of like me. So you're the freest of spirit if you're like me. Everything, I just brushed most shit off, but some things, if you brush them off and they weren't meant to be brushed off, they will come back even thicker. It'll be a thicker coat of shit you gotta brush off, and then you'll just handle it differently. If it's not a stain, it's going to stain permanently, I would remove it before it becomes one. Child nature. Free spirit. I go outside. I walk today. I went out front, listening to music. I was bopping around on the step, and then the suction for the door, I pulled the screen door open, and it closed the other door on me, locking me outside. My mother's still sleeping, and my father's downstairs, and I'm just like, I'm just not ready to go in. Maybe this is just the universe telling me, go walk some shit off. I did. I didn't have shoes. You know how you have the new pavement, the nice new smooth pavement? There's not a lot of that here, but grassy knolls, they worked. But the thing is, I just kept moving. I didn't want to get agitated, and I didn't want to interrupt somebody else at that moment, because I locked myself out. So I spent some time outside, and I even saw a fucking rabbit, and I never looked up what this means. Seeing a rabbit is often interpreted as a good sign of luck, fertility, and abundance. It can also signify a spiritual awakening, heightened awareness, or intuition. Rabbits symbolize in some cultures gentleness, hope, and adaptability. Some of you didn't have a choice but to adapt. You became a master of your emotions because you move from so many situations throughout the day. It starts out good in the morning, and then what happens? I mean, somebody's got to teach. I got to learn your lesson on something. I wake up, I'm like, yay, it's sunny, woohoo! Let me put on my Metallica shirt that's got holes in it and shit like that, and my fucking jeans with, now I cut the bottom, frame the bottoms again because I just want to bring something back, you know what I mean, with the holes, the frays, and the bottoms. I feel good. And then, I don't know, who is this person that needs to teach a lesson? I'm like, queen of the house. Who's this? Did you just move in here? No. Huh. I think that you it's not that you were giving bad advice. This person is a great person for the person who told you that they needed a roommate. But your personality is so different, and that's going to be an issue here. What I would do is I would already start looking before you unpack all your shit for something else, because if you can get out of there and find something, let the universe know that I see that this may actually cause friction, I just don't want to do it. I don't want it in my life, and I don't want to put that out there. I'm trying something new. Something will come up. And then you don't ask them to give you the money back. If, say you stayed there for 2 days or a day and a half, shit, you know what I mean? You don't say, well, can we work out? Let them offer that. If they don't offer that, that's just the universe saying this is just how it goes. You're not creating any friction. You know what I mean? Unless you have to. Sometimes you have to be the friction. But most times, shit's just not that important. You know what I'm saying? Something's going to happen to you. That's it. That's all you have to believe. Like, you're doing this to me. Or even this, say you're on the other side and then you're changing, but it's little by little. Because I can't just stop all of this. I'm addicted to this too, right? But every little bit that you do, there's progress. And nobody's going to celebrate it with you, genuinely. So just do it by yourself. Do you... Okay. I don't know if you were always athletic, but you're becoming athletic. That's what I see in my mind. He's becoming athletic. So you could just be getting into... I don't feel the gym. I don't think you like the gym. This feels running, walking, dancing, or you're a female doing this shit too. These are for people who are in uncomfortable or just awkward living situations, right? What this is doing for people, listening to music, separating, spending time by themselves with headphones on and shit, just dancing around. I dig it. I do. It's just going to alleviate a lot of unnecessary fights. Who needs it? Who the fuck wants to fight? I mean, you could just be cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like you. You don't like me. There has to be somebody that doesn't like each other. There's too many people on this planet. It doesn't have to become war over everything. Yeah. It just causes disruption, like the card I just saw when I flipped it. Look, here you go. Prosperity causes this a halt in your finances. Why would I want to do that to myself? Fulfillment of wishes. I've been wishing for shit, right? I mean, this is all day, every day. I say to this, and I'm he, and I'm putting that. This is me kind of wishing for shit. This is my order. Here it is. I would like this at beach house. I would like this and da da da. But then I'm doing all these things, and every time I do these things now, I'm going to hear that. This is what's going to happen. Before you make a decision to do something, you're gonna make the decision in your mind, and then you're going to listen for a minute, okay? And no one or nothing is going to, your belief is going to be able to interrupt or stop this. If you hear a lock, all right, that's a no. That means this is locking your finances now, and you're putting another lock on something that we have for you and want to give to you. If some of you are karma for others, so if you don't hear a lock, right, you can even hear a ding ding, like you won. You're done. You know, this message is all over the place. Stand your ground, whatever it is. You know what this is to me? it's better for you, for those of you who aren't working, if you feel like me, like, I can't get a job somewhere, I'm targeted so heavy, I realize now, in hindsight, this has been most of my life. I put everything into it, it's somebody else's business, and then I wind up getting hours cut, or fucking just my ass ridden, not... And then we have victory and success. 76, 7 or 6, 67, hello. I am standing my ground on what is this, running and walking. People are seeing the difference. See, there's a lot of, when you're in situations like this, whoever's watching you do what you said you were going to do, they're not used to verbally expressing it. They're used to verbally expressing you fucking up. This time you're doing something different. The communication may be a little off. Taurus. Leo. Or you're just a very strong fucking presence. And with the Judgment, I feel like this is you being fair. That you'll judge yourself. And what this does, what the hell song is this? Warriors, roll with the changes. Okay, is that what this is? It is now. This is the trumpet to me. Like, you're just somebody that explains things in a way that you can't deny, right? Or you handle something in a way where people walk away who at one point like to argue over little things, whether they realize it or not, no longer wish to do this. There's nothing to argue over. It's so awkward. I have an extra 45 minutes of my day now to myself because I'm not wasting it going back and forth with somebody when we both know what this was. See, when you have somebody on the side that says, it's my fault, and they mean it, like, I'm not saying it because if I say it and I don't mean it, when this comes up again in just passing conversation, I'm gonna feel attacked. So if you don't mean it, don't say it. Just say it bothers me still, and when it doesn't, you'll feel it. I can't just say it doesn't for you, and then it's not fair. Then I don't feel fulfilled, I know you do, because now you're off the hook. But here I am sitting there going, I still don't like it. And how this affects your day, absolutely. And everybody else's fucking day who comes in contact with you. Don't be that jerk off or that bitch that just walks through the neighborhood wanting other people to be miserable because you just woke up in a pissy mood. It's just not fair. And the irony is that the same people who do this shit will be the same ones bitching that someone's doing it to them. Whoa. What do you do to alleviate this? You just, isolation, I believe, breeds success. Success doesn't always mean that you have 15 businesses to run at once and overwhelming yourself. And then with the world we live in today, I feel sorry for motherfuckers that have to do this shit. It's like, I feel like you just alone with many things. The stress but what does that do to your body and your mind and shit? Because there's a man, this is a man I just saw, who can never relax. You just can never relax. Do you know this uneasy feeling that you can't stand so much? Do you know what that is? That's something telling you that just remove yourself. Go enjoy the rest of your life. You're not even aware that you're under some kind of hypnosis where you're thinking of riding this out till your death, sir. Why? Yeah, you've already you gave it to yourself enough, which is great, because then other people started noticing that. When people around you notice that you will congratulate yourself, even if it's just the way you treat yourself or the way you move after a decision, an outcome, they start giving you proper result status quo. That's a password for someone. It's a big one. Proper result status quo. There could be a period there. Okay. Where to now? So what's up with this thing here? I'm a whole ass vibe. You have your own frequency, and it's uncomfortable for people to be around. This frequency that you have, it feels like it could be, you know, those debilitator things I talked about. First of all, thank you for those who aren't using them anymore, because that's a challenge I refuse to step on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sabotage my own nervous system. Thank you for whatever alien beings. But this vibration of yours could make it uncomfortable for people to be around you without feeling something that was going on inside your body, which to me feels like the spiritual protection that we just don't see. It got a little uncomfortable, which was when I first, the negative energy frequency thing, the neutralizer worked, and then it fucking didn't. And I'm thinking, how does this keep happening, right? Why does it work the first night? It's like somebody intentionally takes the feeling away so that I think that thing worked, so that it looks like I'm lying to people. I can't guide people. This is just the kind of shit, like, think about what I just said. It's just so weird to me, because I don't ever think about that unless it's a message like this. I just don't care. If you're doing something great, I'm fucking happy for you. Like, I want you to do something great. It makes it easier for me to live on this goddamn planet, street, home, with you being this way. What the fuck else is there? Why would I be angry that somebody that's in my vicinity is doing well? I may need you. I am a radiant being of light, love, and joy. Is this what you're giving out? I like to stand the ground first, though, because what it's telling me is that you're that person first. You know what I mean? I understand that I have to be something in this particular situation so that I can pull in this success, whatever it is, just great shit. What were you under judgment for? I can be, I don't like any of these words. I don't like the light, the love, or the joy, to tell you the truth. I can be a little higher than idle. How's that? But whatever it is, it's the freest spirit I feel. Sovereign spirit. I don't, look, disappointment and loss in the reverse. No one would know what you were going through. Look, with this battle and shit that you were dealing with here that was keeping you up at night and shit, and this looks like your bones hurting. This could be chemotherapy. For some of you, where, god damn, you can have like testicular cancer, or is there has to be a dick cancer, right? That's sad. I don't wish that on anybody. Maybe just, what's up with the wife? Either the wife was taking care of you, or this is the wife that has some kind of ovarian cancer. Your head needs a rest. But this one here, did you heal yourself from sickness being like this? That's what I got. Angry young man. You're fooling yourself. See, this guy up here, who is this guy that just turns into a miserable prick? Yeah, so that's the one up there. That's the one up there that I said likes to make home, actually have you admitting that you stole it when it was stolen from you. When they can do this, though, you can't help but to appreciate how powerful this manipulation is. You have to respect a good hustle. You have no choice, because you've done it too. Why you would want yours respected? The thing is, it was he closed the deal. She, or whoever's on the other side, bought it for a while because they were doing it. And then what it does is it diminishes you. This whole light thing just goes away. Now, that you need the light just for balance inside, whatever light is to you. Light to me was like, well, I'm gonna alleviate some steps in how I'm gonna handle you today. That's light. That's my light. Or compassion. Ugh. It just varied. It just my light and what my idea of that is. Another one. My idea of light is when I explain things. I mean how they really went. You know how you have some people are like, oh, your key touched my car walking by. Like I don't even have keys. You know what I mean? My shirt may have brushed up against it, and for that I apologize. But please don't accuse me of scratching your fucking car. Something like that. It's just weird shit where, yeah, I just lost myself. But maybe just accepting things that don't need to be accepted and what that does. Eventually, it's like you become that, okay, you know? And with that comes a certain posture. You with me? It's a certain way of how you feel about yourself. And then you wind up frumpy and slumpy and shit. And you just become that guy or that girl that nobody wants to be around. The ones that want to be around them are the ones that are even worse. These are like fucking just slobber hanging. I don't even feel fentanyl addiction. I just feel like I stopped using my brain 12 years ago. And just the head to the side and shit. See, they can't be around a lot of people because they just look like you just gave up on your self life and everything that came with it. It's not so bad as this person, or they're peculiar together. So then these people wind up getting together, and then there's a ringleader of this type. These are would be felt as misfits. These are usually people that I like being around. I just can't be around you for long. That's all. I like to see this diversity. I like the one that just sits there and stares. I like the mentally retarded one who just says whatever the fuck they feel like saying. I like being around these types of people. But like I said, timing is crucial here. Eventually, they're going to get on your fucking nerves, or you're going to get on theirs. It's just there's too much difference. Ricky, don't lose that nut. Did you almost walk out without the phone number? That's what just came on. I don't feel like you think that you lost things. I have my mind, right? I have the ability to judge myself fairly, which is great for how I deal with other things with people, which is why I change situations often. For the one who jumps from situation to situation that you're like, I go right into that role. That hat flew an autopilot. There goes the next hat, the next role. Here I am. I do what I do here. I kick off the shit for that. I turn around. It's another outfit, another hat, another face, another personality. You start mastering this shit. It's kind of fun. It's almost like, well, this is actually how life goes. I'm not supposed to not have anything go wrong. I'm supposed to be met with challenges, situations that force me to use my brain and my creative skills. Otherwise, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm just a vegetable. I love this part. It's love you time. Listen to some reggae. That's from somebody. Huh. Personality. No static at all. That's just how you are. Do you know how many people have to second guess whether they could be around someone like this? Huh. And look at her. Look at the face. It's like, watch coming around this one. You know what I mean? They don't like drama. That doesn't mean they can't handle drama, though. And they'll leave you embarrassed. Maybe even suicidal. With your head down if you're not ready. See, these are the ones I said you can't tell what they've been through. They don't wear the they'll hit you with the wham wham, the boo bam, the shishang, and then the whole thing. Heartache and loss. Usually you wind up talking to these people. See, and this is a lot of the times they won't tell their story because their story is so crazy that they automatically can feel that somebody's thinking you're lying. So they never get to tell it. And then what you need to do is put it out there. Please, universe, no, I'm not going to say please. Bring me somebody who not only will understand my story without judging me, but may have a similar story. So that's going to make it easier for me. I mean, how are you supposed to move through this part of the story if you can't acknowledge what this part of the story is? If you don't have anybody to talk to because you don't have a lot of friends and shit, you may have to sit there and actually think and imagine a solution. Imagine you playing both roles, both sides. It's hard when you don't talk to anybody, right? Like, what do you do in this situation? I have all this stuff going on, and I'm different, and I'm changing, but goddamn, it sucks that I can't even tell anybody about it. Maybe you're being forced to be your biggest fan and your biggest critic. Yeah, the star, it's like, it feels like me. I literally look at myself in the mirror, and I wish that there was another woman just like me standing in front of me. I would grab her for myself. That's how in love with myself I am. Yeah, I don't even see anything. I look at this. Like, what was that? Oh, I need, it's just a little. Nope. Take all the time you need. Yeah, this is touching myself, putting lotion on multiple times a day just so I can put my hands on myself. You know what I mean? I like it. You could be, there could have been if you have a social media platform, there could have been some kind of blockage from some ancestors or something. You could have been getting too much judgment. This feels like, or you felt like there was kind of like a stop to something on your social media platform. Some of you thought it was just all black magic or something coming from other people that do this shit on, but it could have just been that there was some type of facade. Here's the illusion card, right? You could have been kind of exposing stuff going on with government shit, but no doubt some of you, you target the food thing. And then what is it? Do these people get messages? Are there people that get messages from somebody, or they get visited with an offer of, like, you can say this, you have to check with us before you upload this, and we'll make sure that your views are okay? That's what I feel happened to some people. And they could be concerned with all of the truth that's just coming out. You know, it seems like these moon cycles expose a lot of shit real quick. And it's also opening up communication between these otherworldly beings and people who they trust with information. Okay. I don't think this guy here gives a shit where his woman is anymore. I just don't feel it. I don't think it's better. Whatever happens, somebody else has gotten into a car accident and they're in the hospital, but this was something else going. We just need you to separate. And we've been telling you that we need you to separate for fucking 6 months, 6 years, for some of you for 16 years. It's just been nothing but horrible back-to-back slaps in the face, kicks in the dicks and crotches. And with the two of you, I don't know if you think that this is what love is. It just doesn't feel like it. I'm all for going through something because I became a master at going through things. This seems to be what I pull in. But to be every single day for years, something's up. Either way, yep. All right, I hope this helped.